We want to be clear, our creators and our community are the core of what we do. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the corporate parroting bullshit. I've heard this before, you know. They said this to me with Evolve, fellas, when they tried to revive Evolve and then they just catastrophically fucked the revival up monumentously. It was entirely their fault. This is the same fucking spiel they feed you and the consumers because people just lap it up. So this is corporate speak. This is the portion of it that is corporate speak. So we want to be clear, our creators and our community are the core of what we do, as we don't fucking listen to them at all, apart from the ones that screech on Twitter about balance changes that shouldn't be in the fucking game. Yeah, because we literally, again, for the third time now that I've mentioned, Ots gave you a solution and you turned it down. So yeah, your creators and your community must be the core of what you do then. The last thing we ever want is for them to feel ignored. Okay, so yeah, the last thing we want anybody to feel is ignored in this community, as we ignore our largest content creator live on air. Fuck me. Because again, we don't play test the game. That was evidenced by the loading screen situation, where the fucking beam is on the loading screen whenever you burn offerings. Something that literally could have been noticed by playing a single fucking round of your product, and that shit made it to live. There is no other word for it, fellas. It is fucking disgusting and embarrassing, honestly. As somebody who was a former Evolve player, that game had it had the fucking best fucking future ahead of it. All the potential monsters, all the animations, the atmosphere, fucking everything about it, and we fucking lost it. Fucking quaking because my blood is fucking boiling. It is actually boiling, and I really want people to fucking wake up. Because we're accepting the bare minimum. We're accepting utter fucking wank constantly from these people in this company. Just because it's at the top and it's got some licenses in it, you know? Oh, that makes it all alright. Feel free to take the utter fucking piss out of me at your leisure. Here's me wallet. Oh, it's got Michael Myers in it. Oh, it's got Springtrap in it. Even though it's just literally Unknown, Dredge and fucking Huntress slapped together with zero fucking ambition whatsoever. Oh, it's Springtrap. Have me wallet. Because all people do is constantly glaze the game. They fill the bubbles with themselves. They stick to their own bubble. Just a fucking echo chamber. Nothing's ever been wrong with this game. And now where we are. Complete complacency everywhere by the developer, who just listens to constant glaze and thinks they can fucking get away with anything. They are at the top of the ASYM genre, fellas. Critique the game when Evolve existed a year before this and looks better in every fucking way. And plays better, if you want to go that far. Because there's no second chances in that game. It's a game of skill. If you shit on the monster, you die. If you shit on the hunters, you die. It was a fucking ASYM and it was a PvP game. Not a fucking training wheels bully simulator built on the foundations of Twitch clip farming. This just in, ladies and gentlemen. As I edit this video, we're going to stitch this on either the middle end, wherever. Might be at the front, I don't know. But Behaviour have issued an apology for this absolute fucking train wreck. So, I want to go into this and just say initially though that I do want to believe that this is genuine, but I have a high degree of prediction as I close my eyes not reading this yet. That about a 90% strength rating on this prediction as well, that this is just the usual tone-deaf corporate bullshit that happens every time there's a bit of drama with companies these days, but we'll see, you know. We'll see what they say, and we'll break it down, possibly by paragraph, maybe, don't know. We'll probably have things to say though. So, here we go. They have now apologised. Yesterday's live stream with Chandler Riggs and our creators didn't go as planned, and we want to sincerely apologise for how things unfolded. Fair enough. We start off strong. As most of you are now aware, we couldn't complete a match because the dedicated server players were on was the target of an attack. This put our content creators in an incredibly difficult position that Ots tried to rectify, trying to troubleshoot and adapt in real time while live. And literally your biggest fucking streamer offered a genuine solution to this and you turned him down. So I don't really know why this was actually an issue, because if you did actually go through with what Ots had brought up, what Ots had recommended in this particular instance, this whole fucking PR disaster wouldn't be happening right now. But we know best, don't we? We know best at behaviour. Oh, we know best. As our server integrity is about as thick as fucking onion skin by the looks of things, based on this. We know our creators have experienced similar issues, and they showed remarkable patience and resourcefulness, offering suggestions to help get things back on track. Okay, so we're acknowledging that the fix was actually available, but we just decided not to do it and turn the stream off. While our security team was on hand during the incidents, doing fucking what? This went on for like several games, dude. I think it was like 2 or 3 attempts they made on it on stream. I remember watching a clip where it was from Ots's perspective as well. This was the only clip they actually saw from the stream, and he looked fucking tired when it was happening. Like it had been, like it wasn't the first time that that portion I was watching wasn't the first time it had happened. Like it was like the second or third time this game, dude. So what exactly were the security team doing though? We didn't properly assess the situation and didn't act on potential mitigation plans, something you should be doing as a company, and this is a failure on our part. It fucking sure is. I'm very surprised you didn't turn this into a fucking player base issue. Yeah, like, what are the security team doing? If you're doing a live stream and, it's supposed to be this big monumentous thing, we've got Chandler Riggs on, we've got a celebrity here, he's going to be playing some games with us. Why the fuck is there zero security at all? Because if you're just getting hackers joining the game via the IP address or by the spectator system that's built into the fucking game, where's the security? Where is it? Fucking insane. Absolute fucking insane. We want to be clear, our creators and our community are the core of what we do. Here we go. Here's the corporate parroting bullshit. I've heard this before, They said this to me with Evolve, fellas, when they tried to revive Evolve and then they just catastrophically fucked the revival up monumentously. It was entirely their fault. This is the same fucking spiel they feed you and the consumers, because people just lap it up. So this is corporate speak. This is the portion of it that is corporate speak. So we want to be clear, our creators and our community are the core of what we do, as we don't fucking listen to them at all, apart from the ones that screech on Twitter about balance changes that shouldn't be in the fucking game. Yeah? Because we literally, again, for the third time now that I've mentioned, Ots gave you a solution and you turned it down. So, yeah, your creators and your community must be the core of what you do then. The last thing we ever want is for them to feel ignored. Okay, so, yeah. The last thing we want anybody to feel is ignored in this community, as we ignore our largest content creator live on air. Fuck me. Where are we? Feel ignored or left out of the loop. We didn't communicate well enough yesterday, and we're taking a hard look at how we can do better and moving forward. This is the thing though, fellas, and I'm going to be really real here. I'm going to speak as though I'm addressing behaviour. Obviously they're not going to see this, but it is what it is. You never fucking improve, boys. You just don't. Like, we're repeatedly making all these same fucking mistakes over and over and fucking over again, and it's getting genuinely fucking embarrassing now. It is getting really, really fucking embarrassing, dude. You're at the top of the ASYM genre, and these simple fucking mistakes keep happening. You're adding really stupid shit into the game based on shit players that do nothing but whine and destroying half of your game's experience while completely fucking toning them out, the people that actually have different opinions about the game, So it pushes this entitlement throughout your player base, and then you, as a developer, only constantly hear glazing from these people that you're catering to that are actually destroying the game, so that when you actually get criticism, you start launching a fucking online purge of any piece of evidence that would put you in the bad light, like what we've been doing on the subreddit, where any fucking thread that mentioned the DDoS fiasco in any stretch of the imagination was fucking removed almost instantly as soon as it was posted. People are posting screenshots of their threads prior to them being banned from the fucking subreddit. The thread's not the people. I don't see a world where you get any fucking better. I really don't. It's at this point, fellas, it sounds like utter fucking bullshit again. We have a developer, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We will point this directly at behaviour as well, because I want to bring this up, because this is literally a valid point. This is a fucking good example of what kind of developer we're dealing with here, right? And what you look like as a company. Again, addressing them as though we're actually speaking to them. We're not, because we're not going to reach that level. But remember back in 2017, ladies and gentlemen, some of you might already know by the year where we're going to be, what example we're going to bring up here, because by God, is it a fucking good one. It's a fucking good example of what double standards looks like, right? This was the very same company that in early 2017 said that flashlight instablinds were fine, right? So then, Matteo Cote took a trip to Korea one day, played a game in a Korean lobby where he played Hag, had a fucking abysmal experience with people abusing instablinds on flashlights. And what was it? About a week and a half, 2 weeks later, flashlights nerfed, gone. What a fucking image to have as a fucking company, you know. The Streetwise situation, fast forward it to 2025. Oh, we weren't going to kill switch that. 30-second generators. Ah, fucking hell, that's fine, that. Nah, that's fine. Then the community banded together, started criticising the game, something that I do, yet I still get people coming to my comments all the time going, oh, stop complaining. You've got to get on with this. You're complaining while you're 4King. Because apparently, as long as you 4K as the killer, the game could never, ever be a fucking problem, or any kind of negative experience whatsoever could ever fucking occur in a game where you 4K. You know, when the survivors literally freeze in front of you in chase and decide, he's not my favourite killer, I'm going to fucking DC. But it's a 4K, so I don't have any grounds for complaints, ladies and gentlemen, in that regard. Nah. Into the fucking bucket of data sheets it goes as fucking School Merchant. We could be playing School Merchant and they all fucking throw a fit again, you know, even after she's been fucking obliterated by Twitter. Oh, no, into the bucket it goes. More School Merchant nerfs, please. Because again, we don't play test the game. That was evidenced by the loading screen situation where the fucking beam is on the loading screen whenever you burn offerings. Something that literally could have been noticed by playing a single fucking round of your product. And that shit made it to live. There is no other word for it, fellas. It is fucking disgusting and embarrassing. Honestly. As somebody who was a former Evolve player. That game had it had the fucking best fucking future ahead of it. All the potential monsters, all the animations, the atmosphere, fucking everything about it. And we fucking lost it. Fucking quaking because my blood is fucking boiling. It is actually boiling. And I really want people to fucking wake up. Because we're accepting the bare minimum. We're accepting utter fucking wank constantly from these people in this company, just because it's at the top and it's got some licenses in it, you know? Oh, that makes it all alright. Feel free to take the utter fucking piss out of me at your leisure. Here's me wallet. Oh, it's got Michael Myers in it. Oh, it's got Springtrap in it, even though it's just literally Unknown Dredge and fucking Huntress slapped together with zero fucking ambition whatsoever. Oh, it's Springtrap. Have me wallet. You need to wake up, boys. You really fucking need to wake up. This genre could have been so much fucking further ahead than it is. It's actually insane. But I'm the bad one. Antagonist here, number one. Oh, the fucking villain, you know? Fucking villain, boys. The villain for demanding standards in your favourite genre, you know? The idea to queue into a game as the killer that's advertised as a power role and not immediately walk into a match getting fucking flashbangs thrown in my face, my ucks getting fucking broken by survivors, them dictating where their escapes can be while that shit is hidden from me in the loading screen, all this kind of wank. 80 seconds worth of don't touch me mechanics every time somebody gets unhooked, 6-second revives off the fucking ground with zero drawback whatsoever, because all you have to do is run fucking 2 or 3 feet in the other direction and you'll be concealed, because there's no way to actually detect down survivors bar running Deerstalker. Fucking insane. Absolutely fucking insane. Dare I say, back in 2016 to a period of 2018, this game had promise. Now, no. No. Dog shit. Absolute dog shit. And the community's half the issue with it, from what I've seen. There are people, obviously, who have the same mindset as me. I do appreciate you all being here, by the way. I don't say that enough in the comment section. I do heart a lot of the comments that do agree with me. When you do come here, there are some of you that do have the same sort of thing. You do recognise that you have standards yourself, and obviously hearing me rant about it's quite cathartic for some people. But my end goal, ladies and gentlemen, has always been to get better fucking games. It is what it is. But you get people coming to the comments on videos like this, like they start literally trying to downplay everything. Whenever you mention it to things, because obviously I prioritise killer when I play games. So a lot of my complaints, obviously, are going to come from killers. Yeah, but I play Survivor as well. The reason I don't record Survivor when I actually play it isn't because I'm bad, or it's because, you're probably having shit games. No, the real reason, ladies and gentlemen, I don't record Survivor is because it's fucking boring to play, I'm having to I'm holding M1 on a generator watching a fucking bar slowly fill whilst having to think about things to fill the air with. That's why I don't record Survivor. Killer is far more engaging, but it is also the role that is being progressively destroyed for the sake of really shit Survivor players that like to preach to the rest of the community and gaslight everybody else that doesn't agree with them into thinking that this game is killer favoured when it fucking isn't, boys. It really isn't. You just need to fucking learn how to do your objective. And then you won't have any issues whatsoever. Continuing on, what paragraph were we on? Fucking hell, that was an explosion. We also want to take time to apologise to all of you, our DBD players, yet more corporate bullshit. What was meant to be a fun moment bringing our community together turned out to be the opposite. Yep, it did, but, you could have rectified it again just by taking Otz's advice. After talking to creators, we are taking their feedback to improve how we run these streams in the future. Time will tell on that whether that actually comes to fruition. I've not actually looked at Otz's channel yet, if he's actually done his own video on this situation, because he was one of the front runners of this. Obviously he's the one that got denied, so he's probably going to do a video on it or have something to say about it. I know I would. But yeah, lastly, we want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Chandler Riggs. Chandler, you turned up and sat on our couch for an hour, mate. How'd you feel? Oh, really good use of your time, that, wasn't it, pal? Fucking hell. Fucking insane. Fucking celebrity sat in your fucking studio and this shit happens. It's, oh my god. G-Burb goes to the arcade, Mish and Otstava. I don't know who the other three are, to be fair. I just genuinely don't. As I say, I don't really watch many streamers myself. I don't know who them three are. I know Otstava, obviously, because I do watch Ots from time to time. And obviously I know Chandler Riggs is Carl from Walking Dead. For the time and support yesterday that we just didn't listen to. Having Chandler and Rick Grimes for DVD at our office, again, I don't know who the latter guy is there, was still an amazing moment that we're really proud to have seen happen. I don't think Chandler would really share that sentiment though, would he, to be fair? And the continuous passion shown by our content creators and community is not something we take for granted. Well, based on the way The Walking Dead released, mate, I think you do take it for granted, quite honestly. And obviously, there's also the side of continuous passion shown by our content creators, what you're listening to. As somebody who just wants good fucking ASYMs again, it's genuinely fucking insane. It's actually insane. It's something that goes through my mind, fellas. Even 24/7 these days. This is the same timeline Evolve existed. Fucking hell. How fucking far we fell. Seriously. But I've been saying it for years. I knew this was the direction it was going. I knew it was going to get progressively shitter. Nobody fucking listened. Obviously, only recently I only started getting a spike, but I've been doing this for years with this game. I've been critiquing it and calling it shit for years. I've been calling it for what it is. Because all people do is constantly glaze the game. They fill the bubbles with themselves. They stick to their own bubble. Just a fucking echo chamber. Nothing's ever been wrong with this game. And now where we are. Complete complacency. everywhere by the developer, who just listens to constant glaze and thinks they can fucking get away with anything. They are at the top of the ASYM genre, fellas. Critique the game, because it's not a fucking worthy game to have at the top of this genre, mate. When Evolve existed a year before this and looks better in every fucking way. And plays better, if you want to go that far. Because there's no second chances in that game. It's a game of skill. If you shit on the monster, you die. If you shit on the hunters, you die. It was a fucking ASYM, and it was a PvP game. Not a fucking training wheels bully simulator built on the foundations of Twitch clip farming. So there it is. There's the... I might have to do this in a fucking separate video, actually. I was going to do it on the other video. Maybe we are going to have to do these separate. Because I think that's about, what's that, about 15 minutes, 20 minutes? But yeah, there it is. As I say, fellas, it is what it is. Universally across the board, ladies and gents, we need to raise our standards. I'm speaking to everybody here. I don't give a fuck if you come to the channel just literally just fucking hate watch me and then start putting comments that downplay shit and all this kind of stuff. I'm not fucking interested in it. It's beneath the cause here of what's actually going on. You need to fucking wake up, and you need to start demanding standards for what's going on in gaming, fellas, because it's not even a case of behaviour as well. There's quite a few games that are quite well known and all that kind of shit that are doing the fucking bare minimum these days, you know, in respective genres. Because you just, as a consumers, we're just letting them get away with it. Nobody is fucking saying anything. Nobody is speaking up about anything. Nobody with a platform fucking does anything except glaze it constantly because they have this fear of the public image of them starting to turn toxic, you know, just because they're literally expressing displeasure or critiquing something, you know. So it's just, oh, this literally dog shit thing that's happening on the screen right now. And I've seen this happen on streams. There'll be people getting like bullied by survivors. So use that as an example in this game where there's iframes going off everywhere. They're getting stunned out of lockers, all this kind of shit. And they're just fucking sat there with the most fake and struggled smile plastered across the face. And you can tell in that very instance when they're going through all that, they are only thinking about saving their own face. They don't think about the game. They think about, oh shit, if I actually say this is absolute dog water, people might turn on me. I'm scared of that. When in actuality, with the way things are these days, if you are a big content creator, if you turned around and said this was shit, probably a lot of people would fucking side with you, to be fair. Because that's what human influence does these days anyway. We're fucking tribe animals. But there needs to be change. We're in this situation because all people do is fucking glaze constantly. Nobody critiques anything. Animation quality in this game is wank. There's no atmosphere. It's imbalanced as fuck. There's no future involved in it, or nothing to get excited of in the future, I should say, of this game. Because all they do is they basically look at the killer roster, find about 2 or 3 killers and just slap them together, stitch them up like a fucking Frankenstein monster, and then throw it out as new content. I can't even remember what the last unique actual killer was. Ghoul was just basically Wesker slapped together with Legion. Springtrap was literally Unknown, Dredge and Huntress slapped together. Houndmaster was probably quite unique, actually. We'll say Houndmaster, give him the benefit of the doubt there, because there is the dog mechanic. Unless I'm missing somebody that does send something out. Oh, no. It's kind of like Deathslinger, in a way. Because you do throw them out and they do get pinned. You just don't get to reel them in, that kind of thing. But obviously it is a dog, so that is unique. So yeah, that's fine. Dracula and Vecna were basically from the period of time where we just decided to give killers like 90 different abilities in one kit and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go through the old roster anyway. But it is what it is, fellas. We could have been so much further along. We really could have been. My heart just fucking aches to this day, fellas, whenever I do my daily Evolve recordings. I boot it up in the morning and I do my recordings, and as soon as I turn the recording off, I sit in the stats screen in that game for a few minutes and I just think how many monsters we would have had, how many hunters we would have had if we didn't fucking choose the wrong direction in this timeline. And this was all because of big content creators back in the day that didn't want to fucking pay for the content. Look at the state of the fucking industry now. It's even fucking worse than what Evolve was trying to peddle. Literally died for nothing, and now is basically in a death grip by a just completely idiotic publisher that won't realise that they've literally got a game that they can reignite and revive without fucking development costs. Because the game exists. They could literally just get a team, assign it to it, and then carry on from there. It really is that easy. It's a different topic though, isn't it? There you go, fellas. It is what it is at the end of the day. It's not really about the apology, this. It's actually just a rant in general. I don't know what I'm going to title this. It's another one of them passion rants again. It's just, it could be so much better. It could have been so much better. People don't... I'll plead ignorance, as I say, because obviously with Evolve being 10 years old at this point, there are a lot of people who don't even know what I'm talking about here. You probably don't. If you don't know what Evolve is, go to my channel and just look at a video of it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Just watch a video of it. You'll see the difference in quality and standards. That game only got 5 monsters in it during its lifetime. Each one of them monsters is unique. There's no recycled content, bar the 2 variants, which they were doing for recycled content, but that spins on the existing characters, which tied into the lore of the game itself as well. Because they were, obviously, with it being Evolve, it was about creatures that would mutate and evolve and all that kind of stuff. They responded to the environment around them. So there is variants of Goliath. There's Meteor Goliath and there's Elder Kraken. Obviously, as the war carried on, you got the Elder Kraken, Kraken that's been alive for very long. But yeah, we could have had so much better, fellas, at the end of the day. I'm just looping here anyway, so I'm going to end it. But it is what it is at the end of the day. This game is the fucking shittest option we could have ever had. Because it was last year. It was last year as well. Last year was better than this. Graphically, gameplayly, more action-packed. Yeah. And in last year, it was valid that the survivors could actually fight back. The survivors did have weapons. They had shotguns and they had baseball bats in last year. But it worked because you could actually fight back against that. You know, you could literally, if somebody ran up to you with a baseball bat in last year, you could punish them by fucking kicking the fuck out of them because you wouldn't, you know, they have to use it wisely. What I'm saying. So if they just run in blindly and start swinging at you, you know, Twitch content, all this kind of shit, you'd fucking destroy them basically. And the kills in last year were gory. They were actually really satisfying. It was like actual horror. You know, you had spiders that were fucking literally unscrewing heads off bodies and eating it as an execution. You know, you could burst out the ground as a giant spider and pull somebody underground for an insta kill. You know, all that kind of stuff. If the classmates walked over certain places, the voice acting was very good as well. It was really horror because there was a lot of because there was quite a few people who mentioned it back in the day. The screams of the survivors in that game were really haunting in some of the actual executions. They were fucking really well voice acted. It did feel like an actual authentic horror experience. But again, that's dead as well because we always gravitate back to this like flies to shit. You know, just because it's got licenses in it, fellas. You know, it's got licenses in it. It's an household name now, so it's fucking solidified and stuck to the fucking wall in it after being launched from the monkey's arsehole. But it is what it is at the end of the day. There it is, fellas. Don't know what I'm going to title that. It's just a passion rant. But there you go. It is what it is. Context behind me and also the apology covered right at the beginning of the video. But you know, it is what it is. See you on the next one, fellas.